Good morning. Just a small disclaimer, today at the quorum we will only do a raise of hands. Tomorrow we will try to find more time, but we really need to stick on schedule today because there will be some changes and some added points that we simply cannot overlook and need time for. So we will start. Okay. Local group Aachen. No, only please a show of hands. Only a hand, okay? Where is your second delegate, Aachen? Okay. Local group Ankara Bilkent. Local group Ankara Metu. Local group Auvergne. Local group Aveiro. Local group Aveiro. Local group Barcelona. Local group Belgrade. Local group Berlin. Local group Braunschweig. Second delegate is on the way. Okay. Local group Bremen. Local group Brussels. Local group Brussels. Local group Bucharest. Second delegate is on the way. Good. Okay. Local group Budapest. Local group Calabria. Local group Cartagena. Second delegate? Okay. Local group Coimbra will be proxied by local group Porto. Local group Darmstadt. Local group Delft. Local group Delft. Okay. Local group Dortmund will be proxied by local group Paderborn. Local group Dresden. Local group Eindhoven. Local group Famagusta. Local group Gdansk. Local group Gothenburg. Local group Graz will be proxied by local group Vienna. Local group Grenoble. Local group Groningen. Local group Hamburg. Local group Hamburg. Local group Helsinki. Second delegate is on the way? Okay. Local group Ilmenau. Let's continue and then we will come back to it. Local group Istanbul Boğaziçi. Local group Istanbul ITU. Local group Istanbul Yildiz. Local group Izmir DU. Local group Izmir Economy. Good morning. Local group Kaiserslautern. Local group Kaiserslautern. Local group Karlsruhe. Local group Karlsruhe. Local group Karlstadt would be proxied by local group Lund. Local group Krakow. Local group Kiev. Local group Kiev. Local group Lappeenranta. Local group Liège. Local group Linköping. Local group Lisbon. Local group Lisbon. Local group Luleå. Local group Lund. Local group Lyon. Okay, we will come back to it if they make it in time. Local group Madrid. Local group Milan excuses themselves. Local group Minho. Local group Minho. We can't wait. Local group Minsk excuses themselves. Local group Moscow. Local group Munich. Local group Novi Sad. Local group Oulu. Local group Paderborn. Local group Paderborn. Local group Piraeus. Local group Porto. Local group Porto. Local group St. Petersburg. Local group Seville. Local group Siegen. Yes. It seems as though half of the GA is stuck in traffic. Okay. Local group Skopje. Local group Sofia. Local group Stockholm. Local group Tallinn. Local group Tallinn. Local group Tampere. Local group Targu Mures. Local group Trondheim will be proxied by local group Lappeenranta. Local group Vaasa will be proxied by local group Oulu. Local group Vienna. Local group Warsaw. Local group Xanthi. Local group Zagreb will be proxied by local group Skopje. Now let's continue with observer local groups. Local group Lausanne excuses themselves. Local group Niš. Local group Niš. Now we will continue with guest local groups. Local groups Baku excuses themselves, and local group Sarajevo. Yes? Oh, thank you. Okay, we will fix it. Local group Sarajevo not here? Okay. Now we proceed with externals. AEG. Okay. Best, Istek, Favi. Okay. Let's go through just once more those that are missing. If anyone already arrived. Local group Sarajevo, good morning. Okay. No, it's okay. Okay, local group Aveiro. This is the last call for local group Aveiro. Okay. Local group Brussels. Okay, good morning. Local group Budapest. Okay, but we cannot wait, so yeah, they're welcome to join, but local group Calabria. Good morning. Local group Hamburg. Local group Ilmenau. Okay. Local group Kaiserslautern. Local group Karlsruhe. Local group Kiev. Final call for local group Kiev. Okay. Local group Lisbon. Local group Lyon. Final call, local group Lyon. Local group Minho. Final call for local group Minho. Local group Paderborn. Local group Porto. Last call for local group Porto. Minho, good morning. Take your seats, please. Local group Porto. Local group Ziegen. Okay. Local group Tallinn. Last call for local group Tallinn. Okay. And last call for local group Niš. Niš? Okay, good morning. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Lucia. Adrian had an announcement about the voting. Okay.
I just want to remind that today we have a very important voting session and that all the local groups that are not represented won't be able to vote in it.
Okay, thank you. With this, I close agenda point 45, quorum of the council and enlistment of the votes by proxy. And I reopen agenda point 4, election of the chairperson of the General Assembly. The board would like to nominate Maria Bugarčić.
First, I would like to thank the board for nominating me and showing that you trust me, that I can take on this role, showing my ability to do it. Hi, my name is Marija Bugacic. I have been a member of Local Group Belgrade for 3 years now. And I've been involved in Central Esteem for 2.5 years. So far, I have 29 events on the portal, and 5 of them were council meetings. I also organized one. Yeah, in the 34th board, I was a business booster leader for 1.5 years. Currently, I am a career development department coordinator, and hopefully, if you guys also trust me, today you can make me a chairperson of the council meeting Seville.
Do we have any other applicants for the position of the chairperson of the General Assembly? Thank you. Now we have a short question time for Maria. Any questions? If you do, please stand up. Thomas, please give us a microphone.
Thomas de Vouw, LG Eindhoven. Congrats with you still have to be voted in, but did you think about being chairperson before today already, or before the council meeting started?
Actually, I kind of wanted, deep down, at some point in my STM career. I did not imagine it happening during this CM, but I am happy to take up on this role. I was honestly I was actually really happy when they told me that they trust me to do it. So, yeah.
Hello, Jesus from LG Seville. Congrats for your application, and I wanted to ask, do you intend to stay with the same method of asking questions, like 3 for technicals, 3 for direct replies and that stuff, or are you changing anything on that?
Yeah, the rules stay the same. The
Perfect, thank you.
clarification, technical questions, comments, everything.
Eric?
There's a lot of buttons. This one worked. Eric Victor Pemiashinsky, local group Gothenburg. Question to you, Maria. Congrats on the application. You are supposed to be unbiased as a chairperson, but now you are a leader of one of the departments for the board. How do you see that this affects your biasness?
I would say in that regard, I'm quite professional when it comes to being objective and not being biased towards a certain service or a certain department. So I think you can trust me on that.
If there's no other questions, I would like to... Fernando, very quick. Please stand up if you have questions.
Fernando Tejes, local group Bruxelles. Can you do a backflip?
No, I can spin.
Thank you. We will now proceed to the voting. I would like to invite the voting committee on stage.
Good morning. Okay, yes, so if you are in favor of choosing Maria as the chairperson of the GA, please raise your green card. If you are against it, raise your red card and yellow for blank votes. Please do it now. Yes. We have reached the majority, so Maria is chosen as the chairperson of the GA.
Thank you. Thank you guys. Now let's go back to the business. Quick question. I see not many of you guys are here, but are you guys awake? And was the party good? Give me a thumbs up if both are, yeah? Both thumbs up, because I asked 2 questions, please. Yeah? Okay, good, perfect. Being a chairperson, I do understand the responsibility. I do understand that it is a very honorable position. A couple of things that I would just like to get straight is be respectful, please. Pay attention. Listen to the questions that have been asked. Listen to the presentations. Be involved. Don't be afraid to ask questions, especially delegates here in the front. We would really appreciate your opinion on everything that has been or that will be discussed. Follow the fingers rule. I will be paying attention to that. We will be doing 1 question at a time, so please, if you stand up and have a question, it's just going to be 1 question. Those are some of the rules that I would like you guys to follow, and by following them, you will also help me do this job well. Thank you.
Thank you. With this, I close agenda point 4, election of the chairperson of the General Assembly, and I give the gavel to Maria.
Okay, so we'll go back to the agenda point 13, which is motion of orders, changes in AP.
Okay, now it's working. Okay. Do you remember on the first day I presented agenda point to presented the motion to change the order of agenda points? Now, sadly, I have to do it again. We had some changes in the whole event agenda happen during this week, and tomorrow we will have to reorder some activities, which also made us reorder some of the agenda points. The content does not change, only their order, and we still have to vote upon it. So very quickly, we'll go through it. Let's see what is different. First of all, looking at the event agenda. On the left, you can see how it is currently, and on the right, you can see that we have to leave the GA room tomorrow by 3 o'clock. So we'll have the first GA agenda slot as scheduled, then we will have right away our parallel sessions with the alumni. We will then continue with 1 short hour of GA to close it up, to do some final presentations very quickly, and then do a CM photo and have lunch. You might be wondering, there's a lot of time between breakfast and lunch. Don't worry, the organizers assured us that there will be some snacks provided at the parallel sessions. Okay, that's the reason why we're changing the agenda points. Okay, to go through all of them, this is day 1 and day 2. That's already passed, and day 3. Here we are on day 4 today. You will have corporate and university partners, then NGO partners, and then some presentations to prepare you for the esteemed fair, and a voting session during lunch.
Oops, 51 and 52 are extras. I forgot to remove that. Esteem Fair, and then a few more presentations about updates in Esteem after the fair, Esteem Awards, and miscellaneous. And on tomorrow we will have the financial report of the CM, accreditations, alumni presentations, I am caring, and then after that, discharge, signing letter of commitment, and closing of the council meeting. That's it. And yes, so we merely changed the order of agenda points today and changed the order tomorrow, and we moved the agenda point corporate university partners from tomorrow to today. Those are the changes. What happens if the motion is accepted? We will change the agenda, reorder agenda points as suggested. What if it's not accepted? We will stay as it is and try to manage tomorrow somehow. Okay.
Thank you, Milutin. Now we will have some time for questions.
Sorry if I saw correctly, you have removed 1 point employees of Esteem, but you didn't say anything about it.
I couldn't catch that. Can you repeat?
If I saw correctly in the your idea is to remove 1 point from the order, like employees from Esteem.
Sorry, can you first say your name, first name, last name, your local group, and then speak up a little bit. Thank you.
I'm Ivan Dimitrov from LG Sofia. Can you get back in the presentation a bit? Yeah, forward.
The agenda points or the event agenda?
Agenda points.
This? Okay. This is for today.
Yeah, like you're removing agenda point 47, employees in Esteem, and I don't think you said it at all.
Okay, yes, that's my mistake. Sorry. Employees in Esteem would be today after the fair, as well standardization of the council meeting letter of commitment. Sorry, that's my mistake.
Okay.
No agenda point is moved.
Okay, thank you. Eric? I would also ask you guys to use the finger rules. Thank you.
Eric Viktor Pemyashinsky, local group Gothenburg. So, question is, yesterday we were discussing the proposals for the topical strategies, and there was a lot of discussions. Will we have some more time to discuss them before the voting now in this day or not?
Yes. That agenda point is already open, still open, and this includes additional time for motions that we have been approached with and applications for elections.
Okay, Eric, yes.
Yeah, so when is that and how long time will we have?
The presenters should be notified, and we will have enough time for that before lunch, before the voting session.
Thank you. We have one question in the back.
Emir?
Emir Nut from LG Istanbul Yıldız. Can you also send the new agenda points and the new agenda on Google Chats?
Will do as soon as I go
Thanks.
back.
Okay, we have a technical there.
Samuel Acosta from LG Cartagena. Can the chairman specify if it's a new topic or a direct response? Is that in the last direct response you didn't say it?
Can you repeat?
Is that specifying the fingers that...
Okay, you don't know the finger rules?
No. Specifying when someone is like doing a new topic or something like that.
Yes.
Please.
Okay, thank you. Now I'll invite the voting committee on the stage.
Okay, you know the procedure, so green ones for approval, red ones against it, and yellow for blanks again. Please raise your cards. We have reached the majority, so the motion of order is accepted.
Thank you, the voting committee, and thank you, Milutin. Now I close the agenda point 13, and I open the agenda point 46, corporate and university partners, and I invite on the stage Rope Lakonen.
Sorry.
I also invite Chalmers on the stage.
Sorry, that one's on me.
Okay, okay. Okay, sorry for that. Next presentation, Chalmers.
Just a presenter.
Okay.
Hello, hello. Okay, hello, Council. Now it's time for us to present a little bit about Chalmers. I hope you've had a great stay so far here in Sevilla. Some of you, I think, recognize this presentation quite a lot, but we have a lot of new faces here, so I hope you like what we have to say. So, my name is Erik Nauwerk. I'm the previous LR of LG Gothenburg, and here is Linus.
I'm Linus Rylander, and I'm sitting in the current board of Esteem, and I'm the PR responsible.
Yeah, so let's begin.
Yes, so sit back and hold on tight and get ready for Chalmers. Yeah, I hope you're ready. Chalmers is considered one of the top universities at a global perspective, as we are widely considered one of the best universities in Europe. And this is not only because of what we have to offer at studies and stuff. We also have a really good student life, and that is what we're going to push for the most here at the beginning. So some opportunities at Chalmers. We have air balloon committee, if you like that stuff. And then we have a lot of sports to offer. An example is a hockey team, and then we have a handball team. We have sailing, we have athletics, yeah, you name it. And then we have, if you like to swim up below the water, you can do that as well. And we have a lot of student union committees. We're going to get through some of them. This, in the top left, you see the current board of Esteem. so I'm sitting to the left. Yes. Yeah, hold on tight. Nice. So one committee is the cortege committee. That is, yeah, you construct a vehicle to symbolize something that has happened during the year. Last year we did like the Roman Empire because it was a meme on TikTok. Yeah, that's nice. And then we're the whole Chalmers going through a big cortege through the city, a big parade the 1st of May, and you get to look at it. It's a very big thing and it's very nice. Yes, and if you decide to come to Chalmers, this is the gang that are going to take you in and make sure you're having a good time. And then we also, of course, have a lot of party committees. You see some of them here. We have our own DJ, and we have, yeah, one second. We also, yeah, the parties are very affordable, and we have our own nightclub with the very affordable prices and cheap beer.
Most importantly, cheap beer.
Cheap beer. And then, of course, we have many other stuff. We have the pyro example, if you like fire, and then we have, yeah, you see up there.
We have the sauna committee, so Finnish people, don't be jealous now.
And then, of course, the city of Gothenburg. It's a really great city. We have, yeah, it's quite a big city at 600,000 residents. It's not the biggest, but it's quite big for Sweden. It's actually the second largest city in Sweden. But it gives off a very cozy vibe it's a big city, but it seems like it's very small. And that's a very nice thing, and it's easy to get around. Yeah, we also are the home of some big companies like Volvo and SKF, if you've heard of those. And then, yeah, the student nightlife won't let you down. We have a great street called the Avenyn that is very good, and you will not be disappointed.
All right, thank you, Linus, for the presentation of our beautiful university and our city. I hope you like it. So, believe it or not, we also study at our school. Here are some of our master's programs. So first I'm going to present two programs that are, I would say, more engineering-related ones. So the first one is supply chain management. So the first year we have some compulsory courses, for example, purchasing and supply management, freight transport system, distribution networks, yeah, more into supply chain, of course. It is 2 years long, so not a 1-year master's program, 120 credits. Then in the second year, of course, you will do the master's thesis, and there will also be a bunch of elective courses in this field. If you want to know more about this master's program, you can scan the QR code. We will have this on every program. We will also send the presentation to you, so in the Google chat later. And yeah, on this STEAM fair, you can also approach us and ask more questions. So don't worry if you miss the slide. Next up, on the more engineering-related master's programs, we have Quality and Operations Management. The first course there is, of course, an introductory course to Quality and Operations Management. You have the compulsory courses there. Also to note, for non-EU citizens, the tuition fee is 160,000 Swedish crowns, which is about 15,000 euros. To EU citizens, it is completely free. Yeah, that's like the basic facts. Also, a thing that is quite interesting for us esteemers, I think, is the Six Sigma certificate, and that is the black belt course. So here we have the green belt course, but at Chalmers, doing this master's, you will receive the black belt certification. Now coming into the more management and economics related master's programs. First up we have Management and Economics of Innovation. The same structure here as well. They're 2 years long. Some of the compulsory courses in the first year are Economics of Innovation, Management of Innovation and R&D, Creating New Businesses. I'm not studying a master's right now, but I've taken the Economics of Innovation course, and I know the professor. They have a really high standard, and there's a lot of professors, and I mean they're in the front of this field, so to say. They have a lot of studies on this at Chalmers. Then, of course, we have the compulsory elective courses that you do also with your master's thesis. Lastly, we have entrepreneurship and business design, and this is for anyone here that has thought about maybe founding your own company or have this entrepreneurial spirit. So yet again, the same structure, but here what is different is the application process. So not only having, you have to send your grades, of course, but then there will also be a interview. So you have to send your curricula and a personal letter. Also the compulsory courses, obviously a lot about entrepreneurship, but also IP strategy, so intellectual property strategy, and obviously how to just found your own company. Another interesting thing about this study is that already in the first week, they will give you a challenge to make as much money as possible with only 100 Swedish crowns. So it's a nice challenge in the beginning. After that, you can also have a project, and I think this is in the second year, where other Chalmers students that already have business ideas, or they have products, for example, you team up with them and you found a company. So, and I think about a third of people that are studying this master's actually continue with their startup and are successful. So for the entrepreneurs out there. For more information, you can scan this QR code. As I said, we will send out the presentation as well, but here you will be directed to the Chalmers website. We will be standing at the Esteem Fair as well, so if you have any more questions about any of the master's programs, how it is living in Gothenburg, maybe how to get accommodation and those things, you can approach us. And yeah, I think that is all. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Before we proceed with the question time, I would please ask everyone to stay calm, stay seated. I see punishers running around, too many of you guys, so please try to do it one at a time. Thanks. Okay, but just without moving too much. It is really distracting. Thank you. Okay, we can go now with questions. Yes? We have a bullshit comment. Yeah.
Veronica Hurri, LG Lappeenranta. This question is for the both of you. Firstly, thank you very much for the nice presentation. What would you say that has been your favorite part at studying in Chalmers?
Okay, so I can go first. Definitely the wide student life and everything that you can do at Chalmers. There's so many different committees. I mean, no matter what you're interested in, there will probably be a committee that you can be with where other like-minded people are. And yeah, that's, I think, the biggest part. Obviously, it's a good university as well to study, but many people just go to Chalmers because of their wonderful student life as well.
Yeah, and I basically have the same answer, but I can go a little bit more in depth. And the cortege was my favorite. It was really good. I contributed a lot to it, and it was really fun. Like a big, like a week of just fun and activities.
Thank you. Yep.
Sebastian Stark, LG Berlin. You mentioned affordable prices and cheap beer. How cheap is Swedish beer?
It depends on if you buy it on the university or you buy it on the shady street. So if you go to the cheapest bar street, you can get a beer for about €4. And at the parties, you can usually get it for around €2.50. 2.5 euros for the bottle, and I think 3 euros for the 40 centiliter.
I'll first go with the delegate here, and then Eric.
Delegate.
Are you also delegate? Okay, yes, go ahead, Eric.
All right, but chairperson, you decide. So, but thank you for answering why you guys wanted to study at Chalmers. However, I want to ask why Paul Katsiopis chose to study at Chalmers.
Thank you, Eric. I was going to ask him.
Okay, another two. There. Where's the microphone? Okay, please, another microphone can stay here. There.
Hi, yeah, Paul Katsiopis, LG Aachen / Gothenburg. Yeah, I've seen this presentation quite a few times. It left an impression on me. I'm doing my Erasmus there right now, and I can just say that international reception is really good. Like, they even organize a shuttle to pick you up from the airport. There's like weekly events, like 1 or 2 events weekly. We go bowling, we go canoeing, we do even like trips to Norway for a week. Yeah, it's that is really amazing. Great network of international students. Campus is really well equipped. There's a good gym. The food is amazing. Really, you should try it. And also, yeah, student parties are fun. Like the FESU parties are actually amazing. What these organizations put on their feet there. And also the courses are really interesting. I did 2 electrical engineering courses now. They are way more practical than I am used to it. And yeah, many labs, many projects, even excursions. And yeah, I feel like I learned a lot. I had a lot of fun, so I can just recommend it to you guys.
Thank you.
I will have time for only one more question.
Sebastian Meinberg, LG Berlin. Just one question. Is there a like possibility for exchanges also for master students right now ongoing?
So do you mean doing an like Erasmus exchange 6 months right now? Or do you mean doing an exchange when you are already studying the masters at Chalmers?
No, yes, from another university when I'm studying like in Berlin right now for masters like Erasmus or stuff.
So I don't know exactly the Erasmus program right now. I know that applications are all open right now for the master's courses, so I wouldn't be surprised if it's also open for Erasmus. But we can check it in the STEAM fair.
Thank you guys. Thank you, the presenters. Yeah. We'll keep the agenda point 46 open, and I open the agenda point 47, NGO partners, and I invite on the stage Doga Guneri and Fernando Tejes.
Bonsoir. So welcome to our presentation. We'll try to make it concise, I guess. So, ambassadors and externals for you. So let's go quickly through our agenda. We will go through what ambassadors interaction chart, partners, ambassadors, and what's there for you. That's the most important for you. So, hello everyone. I am Doga Guneri from Ankara Metu.
Hello, I'm Fernando Tejes from Magic Brussels.
And we have Rodrigo next to us also from LG Porto / Milano. Wingardium? No. Oops. Okay, so quick run through. So we would like to explain you quickly what it is all about. So you are, most of you, esteemers, but we also have leaders, and we have our lovely partners over there. So what do you, what can you get out of it? Yes. So we are here to provide some external opportunities with our lovely partners, obviously. And for leaders, there's like benchmarking and things that you can do that are very cool. And therefore, we are here, the ambassadors. Woo. So, yes, joint event space. This is our stuff. And
thank you. You can take it. I didn't understand that. Okay, now I will be talking about Ambassadors 101. So first of all, we have our student organization partners. We have BEST, we have ESTEC, we have ISA, we have OVE, and as an organization partner, we have I Am Caring Foundation. So as ambassadors, we are representing STEAM in the strategic events of our NGO partners. We are attending their GAs, their STEAM colleges, let's say. And then we are managing our current partnership. We are trying to find new ways to make collaboration, benchmarking, etc. And then, of course, we are searching for establishing new connections, try to reach new NGO partners to make collaborations with STEAM. And also, we are facilitating and fostering new collaborations. Like, if you are a leader, we can just have a benchmark. We can make benchmarking with other NGOs, or like we are actually, as ambassadors, we are the bridge between the, as Fernando mentioned in the interaction chart, we are the bridge of, and we are the contact person. So we are also facilitating it. And also, I will be talking about it in a bit, but we're also raising the external relations awareness in STEAM. Within STEAM by having a newsletter, so we are sharing the opportunities there. So, okay, I want a drum roll right now. Oh no, I'm sorry. You are gonna make the drum roll again. Sorry. Now it's final stuff.
yeah, sorry, you just got pranked in live. The camera is there. What's up for you? For the leaders, we have get in touch with us and let's figure something out. So, I mean, I guess you're all aware of it. But for you, most of you, all of you, esteemers, check your local organizations. Like we were commenting upon Krakow, they have BEST, ESTEC, and ourselves. So, yeah, that's it pretty much. And now,
and yes, we have our external opportunities newsletter. So I will highly recommend you to scan this QR code because you will see the other NGO partners are going to present their NGOs, and we are also sharing the opportunities from their side with you, to your esteemers. So you can have opportunities to attend their events, get the benefit of the events, and also in case of we are not there, you can also be even the ambassador of STEAM for specific events. So yeah. I'm just going to wait for you to scan this QR code, and in case of you can't do it, we will be in the STEAM fair, so you can also scan there as well, but join us. I'm waiting. And also, if you want to reach us, this is our mail. You can also reach us.
or LinkedIn.
You can also show, we have 10 more seconds, you can maybe show the QR code again. Oh, yeah. Just to make sure that up. Yeah, I'll mention it. We can show it later again after all the NGOs presented. I think maybe it's the easiest. No, okay. So maybe all take your phones out and scan it. It would be lovely. There's quite nice opportunities in there. And also Franz shares his education opportunities in there. So yeah, a lot of nice things. You know, for once you're allowed to have your phone in GA, use it.
Thank you, Dora and Fernando. I call on the stage Ana Costa.
Hello. Okay, so while we wait for the presentation, I've seen there was no songs today, so is it okay if we sing a song? Okay, so I will sing and you guys sing back to me, the same thing. Does that make sense? Cool. So, some esteemers probably know this song. We sing it amongst European NGOs, so everywhere we go, people always ask us, who we are. Where do we come from? We come from Europe. Mighty, mighty Europe. If you can hear us, sing a little louder. Everywhere we go, people always ask us, who we are. Where do we come from? We come from Europe. Mighty, mighty Europe. If you can hear us, say hey. Okay, I will teach you how in BEST we deal with technical difficulties. So, yeah, we just do this. And yeah, and in our last GA, Fernando was there, and we were whistling the Harry Potter song while doing this, so it was like quite messy, and also randomly clapping. So, yeah.
Okay, guys.
Wait. No. We need to send it again, do not again, because it's broken right now, the document.
Guys, sorry for the wait. There are some troubles with the presentation itself, so we will have someone else. So, Maria, please.
Okay, well, we'll deal with the technical issues. I invite on the stage Orfeas Siosos for LXIX.
Everybody, say hello. How are you guys doing? You have energy? Yeah? Well, we're gonna have to deal with what we have. Okay. What is the status here? We don't have something in LXIX to deal with those sort of things. We're just very, very perfect all the time. No, we're not. Okay, here we are. So, I'm Orfeas. I was looking for a more engaging way to present this thing. So I'm like, okay, let's find a relatable topic for everybody. And I realized in LXIX our color is red, obviously. We are a bunch of red flags. So what better way to present LXIX than with a theme that everybody's familiar with? Hey, come on, why did you change this? A bunch of red flags. So, we're starting with my Tinder bio. I also infiltrated your template a bit to add my own pictures and branding guides. So, here you see Jaco. I am a 21-year-old, fourth-year electrical and computer engineering student from Thessaloniki, Greece, specializing in electrical energy. I've been an LXIXer for 3 years. This is my fourth. I have been in many positions, mostly chairperson of Thessaloniki, which is similar to your president. I am the ISTEC NGO ambassador for STEAM this year. Very happy to be here. This is my first CM as well as many of you. And I am a foodie. I love musicals, dances, fantasy. If you like any of those things, we can be friends, or more than friends. I don't know. So, just like in any good toxic relationship, I am moving very fast. So it's time for you guys to meet my family. We are ISTEC, Electrical Engineering Students European Association. The C in ISTEC comes from association. If you want to know why, it's historical reasons, you can approach me later. We are one of STEAM's NGO partners, 40 plus branches in 25 plus countries, kind of smaller than you guys, but hey, we are older, so you know, that's a nice relationship dynamic, I guess. We also promote growth and community in ECS communities through personal development and academic growth, cultural exchange, collaboration, you know all of those things. A lot of people say that STEAM is just ISTEC in green, and ISTEC is just STEAM, but in red. Do with that as you will. So, okay, what do we do? I love this little guy up there. This is me spiritually. We also do workshops and events like you guys. I will not, you know, be very detailed on those things. You know what those things are. We also have regional meetings and conferences like the CM. We have our congresses. And these two events, Soft Skills Academy and ISTEC Challenge, are something that you can also attend, which is why I have them here in detail. Soft Skills Academy is an interactive workshop where you learn soft skills like time management, leadership skills, stress management, not relationship advice, but hey, maybe that at some point. And ISTEC Challenge is our programming hackathon. If anybody here is interested in programming, this year's topic is industry electronics, so kind of closer to you guys as well. And also international motivational weekends, which is just for fun, just to meet each other, have fun, party, you know the drill. And also, just like you guys, we also have ISTEC spirit and ISTEC traditions. We're not really the sing-songy type, we're more the dance-dancey kind, but spirit nonetheless. Now, okay, one thing about me, I have commitment issues. So let's talk about our long-term relationship. This is Anna, by the way. She's the other ambassador. She's the ambassador for BEST. We love Anna. So internationally, what we do, and this is the main aspect of ambassadors, is that we help each other on international teams. So, for example, if, say, your public relations committee wants some advice on how to promote a flagship event, maybe they will approach us through the ambassador position so that they can communicate with our PR team to get some advice or that. Or vice versa, of course. Collaborations between international teams and exchange of ideas and best practices all fall within the same aspect. On a more official level, what we do is that we invite each other to each other's events and we promote each other's associations, which is why I am here right now, and which is why STEAM is also, of course, represented in our Congress in a month. And on a real-life level, we try to strive for local collaborations and shared events. This is on you guys. If anybody is ever interested, you can approach us, the ambassadors, and yeah, we can do that. Next. Okay, yeah, this has been fun, I think. Have you guys had fun? Yeah, you don't sound so enthusiastic. Okay, so I will try for a second date, but I don't know. The vibes are not there, I think. If you want to see me again, I am the ambassador. I will probably be in CM Calabria as well. Really excited about that. And ambassadors are generally your main source of communication with other NGOs. But also, events, as I said, we invite each other to each other's events, so maybe you will see an ISTECer, not me specifically, but I have many beautiful people in my family, but maybe there's one for you as well. In other events, such as Europe 3D is an event of you that we're invited to, and our RMs. Also, locally, maybe ISTEC has an LC, which is local committee, near you. For example, in Madrid or in Istanbul, we have it. And there you can attend our events like SSA or ISTEC Challenge that I mentioned, if you want to meet more ISTECers like me. And finally, collaborations. As I said, internationally and locally, if you guys are up for a collab, we highly encourage it. We are here to help you out throughout the process. So, this is me. If you want to reach out to me and talk to me, I will be available in the STEAM fair. And generally, maybe I'm not that emotionally available, so I don't know. I don't think this is working out between us. But hey, if you want to work out between STEAM and ISTEC, I am here. I'm here to help. I'm really excited to be here and really glad that I met you guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Alfez. I invite on the stage Daria from AIG.
Too hard of a surname, huh? Yeah, I get that a lot.
Can you help me with that?
Sure, I will present myself a little bit later. Hello. Okay, I will wait maybe for my presentation to be on the screen. I hope you had fun at the party, but now you're going to have even more fun during the presentation about AGE. So yes, you can see on the lovely presentation the slogan that I was trying to put into your head in the last few days. So yeah, I hope that it will stay with you forever. I know that I should not use any other language than English on this stage, so I will not. But I know that hopefully in the audience somewhere there is AGE baby. Or he was supposed to be here. Adrian, oh, hello, hi, yes. There. Huh? Okay, no, but you know the deal. You were supposed to read it aloud. Okay, perfect, thank you. Yeah, hello, I'm Daria and I'm from AGE. Oh, Daria Rzepisko, that's my surname. Yes, and I'm a communications director in AGE Europe. If you are wondering what is communication director exactly, I'm like Rob for you. So like, yeah, VPPR of AGE. Since I am here representing my association, I would still like to pay some, spend some time to show you the rest of my team. So here you can see Leon. He's the president of AGE Europe, Elise. Maybe you met her last CM in Alvedo. She was there. Eren, our financial director, and Jan. Some people probably met him during a BEST event. And yeah, we lived together in Brussels in a very lovely house with a cat, and even some of your boardies visited us. They were lucky enough. Okay, so some numbers. We have around 105 locals and contacts. We are in 30 countries, and officially we have over 10,000 members. Okay, a little bit about our identity. So like our vision, mission, and means. Why do we even exist? Like what do we want the future of Europe to look like? How do we contribute to that future? And what do we do? Oh. Hello? Oh, never mind. So yeah, we strive for democratic, diverse, and borderless Europe, which is socially, economically, and politically integrated. And we really value the participation of young people. Yeah, and how do we contribute to that? So like strengthening mutual understanding and bringing Europe closer to young people, creating space for dialogue and learning opportunities, empowering students and young people in Europe to take an active role in society. And yeah, we are having a lot of intercultural exchanges, personal development activities, thematic projects. We do a policy and advocacy, and we create a forum for discussion. Every 3 years, we choose focus areas for years 2023 and 2026. Those are our focus areas: bridges of dialogue, digital culture, and eco-responsible society. Those are our projects. Summer University project, which is running for over 30 years now. We mostly focus on intercultural exchange there. Human Rights Day project, so just bringing awareness about human rights issues. Why vote? Empowering young people to use their voice and go and vote every 5 years. Europe on Track 10 and Europe on Track 11. Maybe you've heard a little bit about that project because we were recently looking for a financial manager, and I know that the information was sent to Esteem. Unfortunately, no one from Esteem applied. That's fine, but we found another person, so that's super fine. AGE Day, it's every year, and it's just, we celebrate our birthday and just bring more awareness to our members about our values. Yeah, and this is a picture of Europe on Track 10 team, because I wanted to show you that there are actually people who are doing stuff, yay. And I'm also a board responsible for Europe on Track 10 and Europe on Track 11, so I'm a little bit biased. But yeah, this edition is ending, and soon Europe on Track 11 is starting. A little cute, oh my God, sorry, 25 seconds. no, back. I just wanted to say that one esteemer is a part of Europe on Track 11 team, so it's possible, like a real example of our collaboration. She's not on the photo, maybe next year. Okay, so what's next? Yay. We are going to Istanbul in February. Later, you're going to be a little copycat because I know that you're going in March. But yeah, European planning meeting. We are just... Sorry, I got stressed because I went over time. But that's fine. I'm going to be quick now. Yeah, it's just like a year, every year we have this meeting and we are talking about one of our focus areas. Yeah, this year in Istanbul with Doha there. Yeah, Ajay is turning 40 next year, so we're going to have a big party. Maybe some esteemed people will come and celebrate with us. Yeah, we are older. Yeah, Spring Agora in Bilbao. So then we are kind of copycatting you because now we are in Spain and we are going to be in spring in Spain. Yeah, this is CM for us, basically. And then a strategic planning meeting where we're going to be talking about the strategy for the years 2026 and 2029.
Maria, I'm sorry to interrupt. You're just going to have to speed up a little bit.
I know.
Okay.
This is exactly how we can collaborate, knowledge sharing, attending events, exchanging trainers, and create joint events. Yeah, thank you. That's it.
Thank you. Next up on the stage, we have Clemens for VW.
Well, I'm not alone. Janine is also here. Yeah, the two of us are going to try to explain the Verband Deutscher Wirtschaftsingenieure to you, in English, German Association for Engineering Management. And this is us. Janine, she's the contact person for his team in VWI, and me. Janine is from Berlin. The local group is also part of his team. I'm from Hanover, sadly. We aren't part of his team, but I'm going to come to that later again. And yeah, we are on the students board of VWI. We are 4 students that are part of a bigger board because our board also includes professionals, as our association is made up of students and professionals. And we were founded in Berlin over 90 years ago. We are the network for IEM students in Germany. And we are in contact with industry, politics, and other institutions. Yeah, we have over 40 local groups in Germany. 14 of them are also part of his team, as you can see here. And we are also divided up into regions like Esteemis. And we also have pretty similar events to Esteem, like our HGV, which is in 2 weeks. It's like this CM we have here right now. It will be in Nuremberg. We have Creati, which is our case study competition, which also has many multiple rounds and then a grand finale. And yeah, then we also have the Science Meets Economy, which Janine is going to explain to you in a bit. And in general, Janine is going to explain how Esteem and VWI are cooperating right now.
Yes, thank you. So I want to tell you something about the collaboration between Esteem and VWI. So we have the events, we invite each other to some specific events, and we have the cooperation for the Science Meets Economy, but I will tell you something about it on the next slide. Then we have the trainer program, so we have mutual acceptance for each other trainer programs, and also the exchange between the trainer programs because they're pretty similar. And then we have support, so we provide financial support for his team, but also the sharing of knowledge and resources because we are pretty similar associations, so it's nice to share the knowledge to improve some things. And we have the representation, so you can see that Clemens and I are representing here the VWE, and also on our kind of council meeting, we have two representatives of his team. And also we invite each other to strategic events. So now I'm going to tell you something about the Science Meets Economy, because we think it's the most attractive event to you. So it's a cooperation event between VWE and his team, which means that 50% of the people are from VWE and the others from his team. It's usually in September, so it was already this year, but you can keep it in mind for next year. And it's a 5-day event focused on one topic. This year it was hydrogen, and last year it was future of mobility. And you get insights from iconic, but also academic people. So we have presentations from professors, but also from companies, which makes it really interesting. And yeah, next to the day program, we also have an exciting evening program, also similar to S-Team events. Here you can see some pictures of the last 2 SMEs. So yeah, maybe you want to go there next year. It should be on the portal, I think, around June. So yeah, keep that in mind. Thank you for listening. And if you have any questions, contact us.
Thank you, guys. That was right on time. Now I'll call back on the stage Best and Ana Costa.
Hello again. We had to save Best for last, literally. So, yeah, I see the ambassadors laughing, but no one else. I guess this is an external relations joke. Okay. Hello, welcome to Best. Just to get a grip of the audience, raise your hand if you ever heard of Best. Hola, okay. I did not expect this. Okay, I hope I don't repeat any information that you already know, but yeah, let's go. Okay, so we were established in 1989. We have around 84 local groups. We call it LBGs, which is local best group. And we're spread around 30 countries. Unlike Esteem, we are not just geographically divided. We actually try to keep some diversity amongst our regions. So, for example, my region, I'm from, by the way, I didn't represent myself, so I'm Ana. I'm from LBG, Local Best Group Almada, which is a city near Lisbon, so yeah. I'm from a Portuguese LG. And my region actually has Italian people, Belgian people, so we can actually get to know each other inside of our own region, and not only, your own countries, So that's kind of cool. So some fun facts about Best. We are also European, also voluntary. We are politically unaffiliated, so we do can get involved in political issues, but we are not affiliated to a specific party. We are for technology students, so like Esteem, you guys are with industrial management and engineering. We are with all STEM students, so every STEM student is welcome to join. Oh my God, I'm talking a lot. Okay, so we have around 3,000 plus members, and we reach a lot of people in STEM. So our mission is to develop students, and our main goal, our vision, is to empower diversity. So everything we do, our events, everything, is for students in STEM to be involved with each other. So this is our stakeholders. Rob presented something kind of similar of Esteem. We have our partners, so our NGO partners, our companies, etc. We have our universities and our dear students. This is our core values. We have open-mindedness, friendship, flexibility, fun, and improvement. So if you meet any bestie from Europe, they will probably know our core values. Our structure is a bit similar, but kind of different of Esteem. We have the board, we have VP services, VP for local groups, which is responsible for the regional coordinators of BEST. So someone just responsible for LGs. We have our secretary, president, treasurer, which is like VP for finances, VP HR, and VP projects. We have a lot of projects, and they're all bounded with our departments. Our departments are kind of your committees. So as you can see, we have a lot. They're kind of self-explanatory, except Vivaldi. Vivaldi is responsible for our best courses, which I will explain further on. So this is what we're currently doing at the moment. This is our main activities. We have complementary education, career support, educational involvement. What does this mean? We will explain. So complementary education is for students to get to know a bit more about education besides their own courses. So we have our best courses. They're kind of similar to Europe 3D. We have best architecture competitions, and we have IBG. We have our best courses, as I mentioned. Yeah, they're actually recognized by universities. You can kind of get credits for that. So if you're missing some credits and you want to have fun and meet people from other countries around Europe, you can go to best courses. Actually, we have in the morning the courses. In the afternoon, we have the cultural activities, and at night we have the social activities. So yeah, we also have career support, job fairs, job shadowing, you know, the deal. So in terms of educational involvement, I see you guys also have something similar in Esteem. So basically, we do service for students, for them to fill. Then we do an event called Best Symposium on Education. Oh my God. Research papers and position papers. And yeah, we have a lot of internal events. The ones I would like to point out the most are the TNTs, which is like for trainers, train-the-trainer event. Other NGOs already mentioned. So if you guys want to collaborate in terms of exchange trainers or want to become a trainer eventually, this is the place. We have also regional meetings, which is your recoms. Yeah, our next event is International Projects Forum. It's like a bunch of sessions from the team leaders of our organization, and you got to develop our organization together. And guess what? As teamers can also go, and that's kind of exciting. Our main priorities now, just to finish it up, which is our main project at the moment, is service development. We want to get more involved in advocacy. I also that this team wants to get involved, and we are working on sustainability in membership because we have some local groups at the moment that are struggling. So yeah, this is our partners. This team is there, NIG and ISTEC, and you know. Thank you so much for listening. This is our contacts, and if you have any questions, just approach me. Thank you.
Thank you, Anna. You can stay on the stage, and I invite our ambassadors and lovely NGOs to also come for the question time. This is now the question time for the ambassadors and NGO partners. So if you have questions, stand up.
Hello, Sebastian Meinberg, LG Berlin. I have a question for Best. Is there a regulation how many courses you can do for the ECTs? Like only 6 ECTs, or if there are more that you
as a
that I can do?
participant?
Yes, as a participant.
Yeah, I think there's the maximum is 1 to 2, and the participant has to actually like go to the university and make sure that he gets the credits. It's not like communication between Best and university, you know?
Okay, thanks.
Thank you. I'll just ask a couple of you guys to move on that side of the stage so I can see the audience. Thank you. No, not all of you. Yeah, you can stay. Yes, Thomas.
Thomas de Vouw, LG Eindhoven. I was wondering in which majors...
Thomas, sorry, you have to repeat your name, first name, last name, local group.
Thomas de Vouw, LG Eindhoven. I was wondering which majors Daria and Anna are enrolled in. Yeah, like study, yeah.
Thank you for this question and exposing me like that. So I'm trying to finish psychology. So in Asia, basically, you can study whatever you want. So all of you can join Asia as well and be an Asian. Please join. Thank you. That's it.
Hello, good morning. I'm Alex from LG Barcelona. My question is for LXIX. The electrical for you, what does it stand for? Because as an electrical engineering student, but more oriented to industrial and power systems and energy generation, I've always come across that around Europe, the electrical stands more for something like computing, programming, and that sort of stuff. So what really represents for you?
Can you clarify a bit what?
Yeah, rather than what does it represent? It's the electrical thing more computing and programming, or it's everything in general?
Okay, I got it. Okay. Basically, we work in the EECS field, is the official name, which is Electrical Engineering and Computer Science. Okay. So we have programs for different fields. Our academic workshops usually have a variety of topics. Some of them are more computer-based, like AI applications was a major theme last year. Some are more like electrically based, like audio engineering, for example. Recently, we also started the Junior Energy Engineers program, which is our way of stepping into the energy management and engineering field. So slowly, we're kind of like getting some more ground there. But mostly so far, we're working on electrical circuits and electronics, or computer science, so more like programming, AI applications, as I mentioned already, machine learning, those sorts of things. Covered?
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, guys. That was all for the question time. By the way, they will have a working shop today, so you can always go there and ask more questions. Now I close the agenda point 47, and we'll continue with the agenda point 13, because we'll have some additional question time for the board proposals on topical strategies.
Okay, we have decided also to add a little bit of extra time for you now today during the voting session to have a clearer idea how to vote on the board proposals on a new topical strategy and closing an existing one. Just as a reminder that topical strategies are a projects of central esteem, not just the board. It is the whole central esteem working on them over the span of a few years. Throughout the whole network. So now we will have some additional question time for Fran for the closing of the IM recruitment topical strategy, and then for Lucia's proposal for a new topical strategy, retainment capacity building.
Hello. Do you have more questions? Also, you can check Google Chats, because in Google Chats I reply to all the comments and all the questions.
We have over here, Eric.
Hello, Eric Victor Pymyasiński, local group Gothenburg. So a clarifying question, is closing the topical strategy needed in order for you guys to make the report on what to change in the APs of this topical strategy?
A topical strategy, how it's written and how is showed to the council, it has an action points. So if we can achieve any of the action points, there is no topical strategy, because we can't do anything with this of the topical strategy. So why are we going to have something open if we can't do any of the action points? Yeah. What?
Yes, Eric.
All right. So then, just from the implementation part, from the guidelines books of the topical strategy implementation, it is said that to implement the STEAM strategy in the mandate, simply work towards the goals set in the beginning of the mandate according to the steps of the goal setting. If a board or a leader fails to achieve a goal or a step, there shall not be any repercussions towards the board or leader responsible for the implementation. It is simply the responsibility of the board or leader to report what part of the plan failed and why it failed, so that the next generation can learn from these mistakes. So the way that the topical strategies work inherently are that if you cannot achieve something in that topical strategy, which is what you're saying is the case, it is completely fine. You simply, at the next council meeting, report on what happened. And, well, if you have got suggestions to changes, you can propose them there. So do you need to close this topical strategy to achieve that?
It's going to replace Hannes, because also in an Nelium post it was written what is a topical strategy, and he has the document.
Yes, so as you probably remember, you proposed during Ciemavedo the STEAM strategic guidelines that got officially accepted as a document. And here it says, a topical strategy is a way for the network to plan and execute the plans. A topical strategy is a way for the network to plan projects and execute the plans over the course of several years. A topical strategy consists of a concrete aim and steps on how to achieve that aim. And then, a bit further down, it says that the steps have to be achievable. And that is exactly the point we talked about. We determined in our time working with those strategies that the steps we see in there are not achievable. And that makes it that this topical strategy is not possible to exist, because it goes against our guidelines. And that means in our understanding of how we are supposed to work with them, we are obliged to close them, because they can't be the strategy goals of a team, because they don't follow our guidelines. And that is why we decided on this course of action of closing it now and then evaluating what steps we will take at the next CM, and not having a topical strategy in our strategic planning that is not achievable and part of our goals.
Yes, Eric.
And then new point, because there is also the argument that does the aim of this topical strategy make sense? And I feel that in this proposal to close it, we have not been discussing if it makes sense or not. There were some thoughts from people that I have spoken to that maybe it was too rushed to accept this topical strategy in the previous council meeting. But as we are discussing it now, I don't feel that we have really been discussing it. Does the topical strategy does the end goal make sense, and does it reflect what we want to achieve here? Do we want to discuss that at this General Assembly?
We, in the board proposal, we are going to research and to look if the real problem, because the end goal is to have a higher percentage of IM students in our network. It's very short, it's a brief, the end goal, and we didn't have enough time to know exactly what is the level of studies and what are we studying. So in the board proposal we are continuing working on that. We are going to do research, because we also think that the end goal could be achieved, could be good for the network, but it's our work. We are presenting you, okay, we close this because the action points are not achievable, but we are going to continue working to know the current stage of the network.
This is the question there.
Maria Fanschel, LG Darmstadt. From all the questions, I have the impression that we generally agree on how you want to proceed, just not with the action of closing the tropical strategy. Do you think it would be a possibility to just list the things that you want to work on anyway after closing the tropical strategy and make them new action points, since these are achievable action points?
What do you mean? Like to have only achieve only some of the action points, not all of the topical strategy?
What I mean is, you're saying the action points as they are now are not achievable. Yeah. And I agree, and I think most of us agree. And you propose to close the topical strategy and instead do something else outside of the topical strategy. Would it be a possibility not to close the topical strategy, but to change the action points to the stuff you want to do anyway, but just to make it part of the official topical strategy, maybe with an additional action point of determine how to proceed with the things you find out after researching and the things you wanted to do anyway?
As Hannes just explained some minutes ago, we are not going to have a topical strategy that we can achieve. If we change also the action points, could change a lot of things. So after the research, with the knowledge of the board and the knowledge of the council about what is the status, we can present another topical strategy with another, the end goal could be the same or could be more explained, but we will have the opportunity to know exactly if it's a real problem, if we need to have 3 years working on that or not, but after that.
May I?
Yes.
I understand that this is a possibility. This is why you're presenting it. What I'm asking you is what the other option will be implementable as well.
I understand your point that you want to change the current action points with determining, developing a topical strategy and what Franz said. And we can make a topical strategy like that, but then it's questionable if it's even a topical strategy because they are for long-term goals. And they have to be achieved by following those steps. But that is just one step, and we don't have the next steps yet. So the topical strategy would not achieve the goal. And then we're back at the part, we can't achieve the goal with those steps, so the topical strategy does not follow our guidelines.
Eric? We have another microphone there. I would really appreciate for you to come. Yeah, here.
Eric Viktor Pemyashinsky, local group Gothenburg. I just want to reinstate that as I clarified, you can achieve exactly what you want to do, which is that you research till CM Calabria and you propose the new action points to the topical strategies completely without closing it. So it is not a requirement in the topical strategy. You are completely following the guidelines if you do not close it and simply propose the action points in CM Calabria. So just a clarification that there is nothing that goes against the guidelines.
I think you misunderstood my point, maybe. It wasn't that us adding action point would be against that. It was that if we take out all the action points and put it in, as Masha suggested, then these action points in the topical strategy would not lead to the overall goal of the topical strategy, because just doing research is not achieving the goal. And that would then be against our strategic guidelines.
Eric, yes.
Yeah, okay. So The implementation says that you have to make a report on it, and that is the part of the research. So making research is implementing the topical strategy. But okay, I have said mine, and that is it.
Okay, then we'll have one more comment over there.
Hello, I'm Eli Laukkanen from LG Lappeenranta. So you said that you would take it away and then you would research it and then you would implement it in a way that you can still achieve the same end goal. But now you're saying that if you were to change all the topics, then it wouldn't be the same thing. Then how is that even possible that you can still achieve the same goal if you would take it out and then research it more and then put it back in with new topics? In my opinion, that's the same thing as just changing the topics now. The end goal is still the same.
Doing the research is to know the current status. It's not to achieve more percentage of IM students. It's to know if we have already a problem or not. Because the study done, it was only the opinions. We don't have the data. So we are going to work on that to ask to every LG what they are doing for the local recruitment. And then with this data, we are going to present for you the data, the results of that. And then all of you will know if we have already a problem of that, and you can propose and do a motion in the next CM with the next BOA, the 36 board, to implement that and to develop a new topical strategy. Could be different perspectives, could be different ways of approach this problem. But we need to know if it's a real problem or not, with some action points that we can achieve.
Thank you, Fran. We have a comment there from Chris, and then we'll do one more question there.
Since Chris Figas, local group Gdańsk. Since I believe that we are going a little bit in circles, let me rephrase it a little bit. I feel that the sentiment of the council is that we already voted in Aveiro that the goal of the topical strategy is something what STEAM should work on. And while we understand that you see the strategy as something what is unachievable right now for the action points, it seems like the feeling of the council is that we do not want to close the strategy because it was already agreed upon that the work should happen. So my comment/question to you would be, do you see a way of moving forward with you being able to still try to address your concerns of these action points not being achievable without closing the strategy?
Chris, I would just ask you to, if it's a one, then
okay,
the one,
sorry.
because that was the question. Thank you.
We can achieve anything of this topical strategy because the first action point, that is a process, this is not as other topical strategies that you have different action points and you can achieve 3 of them at the same time. This one depends on the first action point, that is review the IM curricula, and with a list of approved IM curriculars, we can then follow the next one. So with the first one, we can achieve that. So we can't work.
Okay, a clarification there.
Maria Fanschel, LG Darmstadt. If you say that the topical strategy, as it is stated, is invalid anyway, just because it's by definition has to be achievable and the action points are not achievable, do we even have to vote upon it if you are, if you kind of have to close it, as you say?
Yeah, because also the topical strategies are voted by the council meeting. So we are proposing that instead of waiting until the end, no, vote that, and then you decide. At the end, is the council who decides which topical strategy it wants or not. We are proposing that, but then you decide.
Okay. Thank you. Lou, you can ask a question, but just keep it short, please.
Lou von Bo-Fischer, local group Grenoble. From my understanding, the fact that we have topical strategies is to be able to work on a certain number of strategies from board to board on a 3-year lifespan. So my question is, I already asked it kind of on Google Chats, but I'm not sure I understood really the answer provided, is If we close the proposal, what guarantees that the board will still continue to work on that subject that is in line with the core values of esteem?
The board proposal has two parts. One is close, the other one is to present a report of the current status of the local recruitment of IAM students. So that means that we are going to continue and we are forcing ourselves to present you in Calabria a report of that research. So we are going to continue working. It's what the proposal is, to present a report of the current status.
Okay, yes, you can go with the comment.
Yes, sorry?
Yes, yep,
okay.
Go ahead with the comment.
But so if you continue working on it, if you close it, in a way you would stop working on it currently.
Probably have to repeat.
Sorry.
Can you repeat, sorry?
But if you close it, then you wouldn't be working directly, actively on recruiting more IEM students. You would be just assessing the current state of esteem IEM recruitment, right? I think so.
Can you repeat? Can you clarify exactly the question, please?
I know it was just like a follow-up comment.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Fran. Regarding the proposal of a new topical strategy, retainment and capacity building, we will now have a question time, and I invite Lucia Mariatic on the stage.
Hi guys. So before the question time, we will do an energizer. And it is my favorite energizer, so please, I would ask you all to stand up. Alexa knows. Good job, Alexa. Okay, so we will put it there. There will be lyrics. There is a dance. It's very, very, very easy to follow. And if you don't get it, it will still be fun, I promise, okay? So, but I would also like to invite throw it. Okay, just to check, is there at least one microphone? Do you have, okay. Okay, one is low on battery, we will charge it and then it will later get easier, but yes, so we can start now the question time.
Chris Figas, local group Gdańsk. I have one question regarding the involvement of the HRC in building this strategy. So according to my knowledge, when it comes to the mission of HRC, they are only involving people once they show interest in joining the central, and before that, like before they even know about it, like the HRC is not really like involved with them in any sort of way. So my question would be like, do you see in any of the action points or like deliverables a place in which HRC or STEAM in general could take more proactive approach in getting towards the STEAMers and recruiting them?
Definitely. I mean, not only would we try to broaden the possibilities of central recruitment, but also look into how we can make it more clear. But this is in general goal for the year because there are multiple aspects of how people know about Central Esteem, what they know about what's going on in Central Esteem, and in general promotion of it and making it more visible is definitely a plan. And also in the study action point, there will be multiple things included in it which would inspect current state and knowledge and visibility of these things in STEAM.
Thank you.
I guess we don't have any more questions then.
Oh, come on. This guy, this is the mascot of the Human Resources Committee of Esteem. Can I get a hoo-yah? Can I get a hoo-yah? Okay.
Question from delegate?
I just have to say, please put your legs down. It's really disrespectful.
Put your fingers up so I know it is the question.
Hello, Mira Kostic, LGBT. Lucy, I have a question about motivation tracking system. I mean, if you can just explain how do you see that? What's the first step when it comes to implementation? And what's like the biggest advantage of using it?
Thank you for the question. So first of all, the action points in topical strategies in general, at least when we were making this one and when I was writing the action points, it was very important to also leave some room in case that this year we don't get to that point to work on it. It's important to leave room for the future boards and people who will work on it to also have some space to include how they perceive that this and this, whatever we're discussing, should be approached. But if you ask me, it would contain. So firstly, the action points that are leading up to it need to be finalized so we know, as we spoke yesterday, who is where, and after seeing which areas of improvement are there, which key factors influence this. From all of this, I wouldn't say, and I wouldn't in advance say a specific way, just because I do think it would in great amount vary on the results of the previous action points. So
Chris?
Chris Figas, local group Gdańsk. I would like to ask you a question. From all of the deliverables that the strategy is supposed to provide, which one do you think is the most critical and the most needed in STEAM right now?
That's an interesting question. Again, I don't want to not answer your question, but it's hard to kind of pick through things that I personally think are all quite important and are, on the same kind of level. So I don't know if I could pick only one.
I mean, I can also just write it in Google Spaces and you can answer later once you can give it
But I don't think that there will be a specific answer because I don't think, the strategy wouldn't be here and the action points wouldn't be here if all of them were not equally important and done in that way. But maybe I can tell you the first one as is the first one, and without it, that would be the base for all action points that follow. So I would use that one then. But for the goals and why they're here and what they're trying to achieve, I just could not pick one that's more important than the other. There is a reason all of them are there.
Okay, thank you. Thank you guys for the question time, and thank you, Lucia. We will now go back to the agenda point 43. Yesterday, Robert had a presentation about the follow-up on the ST magazine, and now he has something to ask you.
That's it? Perfect. I can also just shout, but yeah. Yes, exactly. I will be actually very short. It's just about like the promised little magazine form. I need a presentation. Oh, perfect. Wonderful. You can just, yeah, perfect. So yeah, you can go straight to the second slide. So actually, we want to ask you for your opinion on the magazine. So that's why I made this little form that I promised yesterday to then, because it's a legal duty of me to basically ask local groups, ask the people at this council meeting on their opinions. So this is, with this, I'm fulfilling this and I report on it tomorrow. That's why it's very good if you still fill this out tomorrow, if not in the next 3 minutes. Maybe you can go straight to the next slide. Where is the button? Ah, there. Perfect. Oh, it works. I don't need more. So yes, they're actually inverted. Sorry for my mistake. So on the left is the 67 magazine on issue, and on the right is the form. My mistake. I'm very sorry. Otherwise the rest is true. So if you want to first scan this one, if you want to read the magazine, you can save it. You can save the tab on your browser, on your laptop, wherever. You can read it. Or on your tablet, that's usually quite nice. And on the right side is the form. So you can already fill it right now if you want. You can fill it out in the next break. Or you can simply save it. We'll also send it again in the GA folder, in the GA Google chat. Yes, so that's going to be all. So I'll ask you to fill this out still today. It's very important. It's like part of to make the magazine better. And yeah, so far so good. Thank you very much. We can leave here until the next agenda point, or how much time do we still need?
I think we're going to move on with the next agenda point. Okay. Thank you, Robert. We're going to keep the agenda point 43 open, but now I open the agenda point 48, and I invite Sebastian Stark on the stage.
Hello. So this is all about getting active. So while we're waiting until the presentation is up, all stand up. Stand up. Now, 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 now. Yes, also you, Alexa. And we're gonna turn one time to the left. And jump. One time to the right. Jump. One time to the left. And we're ready. You can sit down. Jump, 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 jump. Okay, that was fun. Thank you. All right. So, who of you know what central esteem is? All right, so this is quite a few, but still quite a few that don't know it yet. So central esteem is basically the European level of esteem. Yes, very abstract. So what are we trying to do? So basically we are supporting the local groups. We are creating more opportunities for esteemers. And we're also trying to have a bigger impact, so to try to have a bigger voice, for example, on IEM topics. And basically, it's about bringing esteem to more people in the end. So what opportunities do we have if you were to join? So I can tell you from me, I've been active 2 years, maybe 3, on a local level quite a lot. And I'm only active 3 months now in Central Esteem, and during this time I've actually learned a lot. I've developed myself quite much, I would say, and a lot of this is also because we are working in international teams. And I can tell you for sure that working in international teams is, yes, further away. I'm trying to keep everyone awake, but thank you for the comment. Yes, so working in international teams is different from only meeting people, because working culture in all countries is different, so you will learn a lot about that. Why is it so much fun working in Central Esteem? Because you can basically work on what matters to you. You can work on the things that you're interested in, and you can work on the things that are important to you, and no one will tell you, oh, you have to do this, you have to do this. It's all how much you are willing to devote to this. I've heard quite a lot of people who are scared of being part of Central Esteem because they say, oh, my English is not so good. We are all not native speakers, so we're just trying our best, and as long as you are also trying your best, we will understand you. So in this time, you will definitely also improve your English. So if you think, oh, Central Esteem looks good for me, how can I get active? I recommend you to take out your phone and scan this QR code. It will lead you to the page where you can sign up to the actives list, which is basically all the opportunities that we have each month are sent there. So entities who are in Central Esteem are promoting positions, and you can apply to them. So you will be landing on the page, and then you need to choose active, and then you can join this group, and then you will receive the monthly open calls, they are called. And to be more concrete, how you actually get active then is, well, you can apply to these open calls, first of all, but sometimes you're like, okay, there are only a few this month, I don't really know, so what I really can recommend you, if you're interested in any committee, in any entity there is, to just approach the leader directly. Because if you have an idea and you think, oh, this is really worth going for, just approach the leader, talk to them, and most probably there will be an opportunity for you. And you're all in the very, very lucky position that you are here at the council meeting, because after this GA session, we'll be having the Esteem Fair. So you can get to know all the entities that are here and ask them questions. What are they doing? How is it going in the team? How many tasks do you have? And get to know what Central Esteem is about and find something that you might like. So I would really recommend going there. There will be a lot of leaders, and in case that there is one leader missing, you can always come to me. Also, if you have any general questions about Central Esteem, also approach me, because we don't have question time right now. So I would ask you to remember these questions and come to me directly at the Esteem Fair. See you there. Thank you.
Thank you, Sebastian. Another reminder that you can always use Google Chats for any questions regarding all the presentations we had today. With that, I close the agenda point 48, and I open the agenda point 49 and invite Ekin Kose on the stage.
Hello, everyone. Maybe you were in CM Aveiro, and maybe you remember me over there. And I was give a promise to you. I don't know if you remember it, but are we opening the presentation? I'm Ekin, by the way, from LXIX DU. So, we are back. Yeah. Of course, I am kidding. I am not that crazy, guys. Here we are for how to central sports local groups. Sorry for breaking your dreams. Sorry. So, this is our agenda today. We are going to talk about what is EQC, our responsibilities, our projects, and how you can benefit from EQC. So, EQC is Event Quality Committee, which aims to work towards continuous quality standardization in STEAM events. And we are providing or developing tools for every organizer. Okay. So, what's our responsibilities in EQC? We are supporting LGs and leaders when they're organizing an event with tools or trainings, and we have event reports. I hope you are filling your event reports in time, because sometimes we can't reach you. And we are creating and updating event organization materials. And about our projects. We have event organization toolkits, we have event organization school, and we will have event organization school again. We hope 2 times this year. One is online, one is offline. And we have regional assessment, which is after local responsibles fill out the mandatory form. We are analyzing that form and trying to learn your weak skills and talking with your regional coordinators. Try to give you more trainings about that stuff. And for event organization toolkit, if you want to organize an event, there is a master sheet plus budget, agenda, examples, everything in that folder, which is in Members Drive. And that was our event organization school. Thanks to Esther and Suda about it. And we have LG trainings, which again we are trying to get your weak points and make them better. We gave 2 LG trainings a few months ago, and it was kind of nice. And for LG Roundtable, we had event organization LG Roundtable with the people from different LGs. So with LG Roundtable, you can see what's their issues. Maybe you can give ideas to them, maybe you can get ideas from them. It was a really nice event. And of course, event reports. Our event reports are in the Members Drive again, in the event reports folder. There is different folders for every event type and some other events. These are kind of important if you want to just organize an event in future. You can just check out the events from here, how they made it, if there was a problem in that event. which gonna give you an overview about the event. And we had our LG Roundtable online, and we will have more LG Roundtable in future. If you are an organizer or just want to be an organizer, you can join all the time. So, how you can benefit from EQC? There is a big learning opportunity, and we are supporting we are trying to standardize the quality in all STEAM events. As you know, STEAM events are the really important part of STEAM, maybe most important part. And we are trying to give you tools in that way so you can easily organize events and you don't have to start from zero for your tools. And we are supporting LG organizers before the events. If you are struggling about something, you can just reach us and we can give you a training. We have so many good trainers in our committee, and TC committee, of course, has the best trainers. And we are delivering training sessions personalized to organizers' needs. If you are just saying you are bad at financial stuff, we can give a training about it or something else. Just ask us, and we will be there for you. So yeah, thank you for listening to me. If you have any questions, I guess from Google Chat, right? We don't have question time. Okay, you can ask from the Google Chat. Thank you, guys.